Hey everyone, video game lover here, and can you believe that we're in December already? December 2nd to be exact, or about to be December 3rd. Where has this year went? But anyways, welcome to a new edition of Games That I Finished, where I talk about the games I beat for a certain month. I only beat 7 games for the month of November. And what I'm about to show you is the only physical game that I beat, because all the other games were either through digital or emulation. And here we have Donkey Kong 64. At long last, I finally played and beaten this game. Man, I have a lot of conflicted opinions in this game. I think this is a really good game, and one of the best 3D platformers of the N64 next to Banjo-Kazooie and Mario 64. But man, do I see why some people didn't like this game, and it's that the decision of them to make every Kong have their separate items, their separate missions, the tag barrel. Oh man, that was such a bad idea. Because I think what they really wanted you to do is to play through the level 5 times. Play through as Donkey Kong, play through as Diddy, play through as Chunky or Lanky or Tiny Kong. They didn't all that well. I still think, though, this is a great game. And the final fight with K. Rool is amazing. Seriously, that is one of the best final boss fights I've played in a while. It's a great game. But just be warned, you will get annoyed with this game and some of the missions. But thankfully, you only need 100 golden bananas. That's the one that you gotta remember. Don't ever go 100%. It's not worth it. And don't go out and try to get every golden banana. You just need 100. You just need 100 to beat this game. And some of the medals, which are mandatory. And God, I hated the Donkey Kong one. Oh, I hated the Donkey Kong one. But still, though, great game. Really enjoyed it. Alright, next up, I finished Parasite 2 for the PS1. I played it through the PSP. This is a game that I've always been interested for a while because it's a really polarizing game similar to Donkey Kong 64. I personally think it's a good game, but there are some issues. The game can be annoying as hell with a lot of the puzzles. And some of the requirements to get the best ending, they don't tell you. For example, in my first playthrough, I actually beat the game twice because there's New Game Plus. I don't remember the first game had it, but in one area where you're in the hotel, you have to beat this big boss that shoots fire, but you have to beat him in 3 minutes. If you don't do it, you don't get the best ending. How was I supposed to know that? Is beyond me. A lot of people complain about the music, and while I do agree on that, I don't think the music's all that bad. There are some good tunes, but it definitely is a step down from the amazing soundtrack of the first game. I just think the thing with Parasite 2 is simply just not as good as the first game. Still, I think it's a good game, but not as good as the first, even though I finished it twice, and I had fun replaying through it. So, Parasite 2. The next game I finished is Prince of Persia: The Forgotten Sands on PSP. So here's something interesting. This game is very different for many systems. The Wii version, I believe, was different from the 360 version, and the PSP version is different from the Wii version because it's mainly a 2D game. I really enjoyed it. I actually think it's a very underrated Prince of Persia game on the system. It's a really, really good game. Plays really well. Almost. There are some moments the game could get frustrating. There are times where the game has a lot of trial and error, where you have to run and avoid obstacles, and you have to be so perfect, and not, you die. It's annoying, but it's still a great game. I really enjoyed Prince of Persia: The Forgotten Sands a lot. Next, I finished Time Cop on Super Nintendo. This game, of course, was recently reviewed by AVGN, and it's not a very good game. It is not a very good game. It's an ugly-ass game. For a 1995 Super Nintendo game, it looks ugly. I don't think it's, really bad, but it's not a very good game. I just beat it for the hell of it. So, Time Cop, moving on. Next, I finished Thunder Force 2 on the Genesis. This entry gets a little bit overshadowed by Thunder Forces 3 and 4. I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of Thunder Force 2 is a good game, but one thing I never liked are the overhead stages. It starts out as this overhead stage, you gotta shoot some stuff, and then it turns into a traditional 2D shmup game. Great music, by the way, really good music, but man, I don't like the overhead missions. And this game, Dawn Force 2 is hard. Really hard game. I'm actually kind of surprised at how really tough that game was. Definitely, I think it's harder than 3 in some areas, the 4th game. Really tough game, but Dawn Force 2, a decent game. Next up, I finished The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. So here's something funny. I completely fucked up when I posted this on Facebook and Instagram where I said I finished this game. I kept calling it The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. It is not Huckleberry Finn, it's Tom Sawyer. And it's a whatever game. I was really harsh on it, saying that it was trash, and Ennia's Attic kind of got upset about that. Then he said, I liked the game. I was like, oh, okay, but it was just a whatever game. And the last game I finished is one that I actually am surprised I was able to finish, because I had a lot of really harsh opinions on Contra Force. For those that don't know, there was a third Contra game, but it really wasn't Contra. It was a game called Arc Count, and for some reason, at the last minute, I guess hoping they will get more sales, they turned it into a Contra game, calling it Contra Force. I don't think it's a bad game. Music is really good, but what's the big problem with this game is simply the frame rate. For a 1992 NES run and gun game to run like that is embarrassing. It doesn't make any sense, because Contra and Super C ran buttery smooth. Why does this game runs like ass? I don't think that's really the main problem with Contra Force is its performance. It is bad. So, it's not a terrible game, but it's definitely the worst of the NES Contra games. So, but I don't think it was as bad as I remember, because I remember playing it back in 2013, 2014. I thought this shit was fucking awful. I'm like, good God, this game is so smelly shitty, man. But now, still not a great game, but it's not all that terrible. But there you go, guys. Those are the games I finished for the month of November. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in my next one. Video Game Over 58, signing out. Peace.